Hello, I'm Stanley Lucian. Welcome to the HTS Epoll. It's your opportunity to weigh in on the most pressing issues of the day. The Ministry of Health has recorded a notable increase in the number of cases of the mosquito-borne disease dengue fever. The surge in this viral disease coincides with the rainy season from June to November. Dr. Dana Da Costa, surveillance officer in the Ministry of Health, says the increased incidence of dengue fever is a growing concern. She urges residents to reduce the number of breeding sites for mosquitoes and other preventative measures to avoid getting dengue fever. So we ask, are you taking the prescribed steps to avoid getting dengue fever? We took to the streets to get your opinion, and here's what you had to say.
Okay, yes, I am making steps to avoid dengue fever because I am making my gutters. I make sure my drains are not clogged. I make sure there is no stale water, stagnant water anywhere by me. And I make sure I watch where water going and see that neighbors follow, but then some people just don't care. But I am prepared for that.
Dengue has been there quite a while. From the time I'm a child, I know about dengue fever. Dengue has taken many lives. Dengue has been there way before COVID, and I think it's even more dangerous than COVID. Nothing is being done about it. So the health officials, like I said, the media, the government, these people only take on things that they want, things they find suiting for them. You know, important things like dengue, they don't look at these things. And I think they need to open their eyes a little more onto that.
We need to take steps about this because since it's a killer, and we know when you have dengue, it does not really leave you, but I want to encourage society that whatever means and way, let's clear out all bins, all drains and everything that will cause the mosquito to stay there and cause us to, because our life is so precious. It's one life we have. If we lose that life by dengue, we can't gain it. So I want to encourage society and everyone to let's get rid of this dengue fever in our community.
Ministry should take heed and give more warnings to people out there on the television. Let them know that, to cover their drums. If they're catching water from rain, cover their drums, make sure the gutters are cleaned. And I realize that a lot of people don't do that. They don't, not even their yards, they don't clean their yards, they don't take out the garbage in their yards and cut down the trees and stuff like that. Even the old tires that are around, they need to get rid of those things. So we have like 42 cases and it's really too high. So we need to try and press it down, measure it down, try our best to focus and be vigilant on warnings.
I personally don't need to take any steps because my surroundings are clean. I have nothing to keep water to attract mosquitoes. But I believe persons who are in the vicinity where there is stagnant water, they don't necessarily need to wait for the authorities to come and clean their drain for them. I mean, your drain is in your yard, you clean your drain, you keep containers that are keeping water, you turn them upside down or you get rid of them. But I think it is a very important thing because dengue is not a plus for us, it is certainly a minus. And everybody should do what is within their power to curb the situation.
So what we have to do is be careful and prevent the mosquitoes from biting us, so we have to get steps to do it. Now, they have some powders that they put in the water to kill the mosquitoes, and then when we do that, then the dengue fever will go away. Then now we have to take steps. Now, step by step, and we have to have everything that we need to prevent the dengue fever.
I think everybody should, by emptying containers, your drums, cover them, make sure they're covered, make sure you don't have anything picking up any water anywhere in your surroundings. I think that's one of the best ways to prevent that dengue fever stuff. And I do believe that the ministry, the government has to play its part as well, enforce laws, put things in place where that the public would be sensitized about what's going on. Put what you have, that spraying unit in the communities, you hardly see that anymore,
My environment affects your environment. It has to be a holistic thing. For example, we need to get rid of all the tires, cover our water drums, and keep our waterways clean. Because Egypt is the The Aedes aegypti mosquitoes, we know it like water. So if we prevent the breeding grounds, we also having an issue with preventing them from spreading the disease. Well, 40 is a lot more, and then one case is too many. We need to take a lot more steps, like I said, to mitigate the problem, and we have to keep our environment clean.
Oh yes, I'm doing that. I'm cleaning my surrounding, my drains, and I'm asking the ministry to educate people a little more about it. And we as a family, we as a people, we as St. Lucians should come together. Wherever that is affecting us, we should come together and let's do a cleanup campaign. Before we used to do it, nowadays everybody wants to rely on government. Stop relying on government and let's do what we're supposed to do for our surrounding, our people, our children, to keep ourselves away from that disease, dengue fever.
One of the things I do is to make sure that I do not have any water or buckets or anything with water. My plants, I try to grow them in soil. Those that I have in water, I try to make sure that there is nothing in there when it comes to the larvae of the mosquitoes. I go around the house making sure that we do not have anything holding water. The other thing I think probably what has to be done is that there should be more campaigns, more surveys with regards to making people aware of the severity, what is happening with regards to dengue fever. And yeah, this is basically what it is.
Thanks for those responses, and now to our new discussion. St. Lucia's roads continue to be the scene of some horrific and disruptive accidents. The implications of these accidents go way beyond the carnage, some of which are captured on camera. These accidents are placing further pressure on the provision of health services, the cost and availability of insurance, and on productivity, with serious disruption to commuting times. So we ask, are you satisfied with the level of police vigilance on St. Lucia's roads? Voting is easy. Just log on to htsstlucia.org and vote. Remember, our Epoll team is always on the go to get your responses as well. Watch the HTS News Force from 7 p.m. for the results and the new discussion.